Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, this time reviewing on W.I.T.C.H, The Power of Friendship Graphic Novel Volume 1 review. Now, as you know, W.I.T.C.H is like what would happen if you combined Sailor Moon, Power Rangers, Wings Club, and combine it into this comic book series. Now, it does differ a lot from the TV show, and I think the TV show at least tries to get more down with the characters. Hell, I actually have been working on my own Marvel universe, and having W.I.T.C.H and Marvel coexist. So let's go on review. The cover basically has Will looking on, with all the girls and that looking on. So it starts off in distance and deep. This is Gandra, and elsewhere, with either in time or space. And so we're introduced to the order, where they say, "There is no more time, brothers and sisters. The veil is once again in danger. It is time for the Guardians to return and defend the origin of all things. Who will the chosen ones be this time, sir?" 5 girls. Oh, cool. Human beings? And so they pretty much give out the elements and even say, "and then her," which is meant to be Will. And after waking up, we see Will in the car with her mum saying, "Ah! Wake up, Will. Did you have a bad dream, honey?" Scary one. There was a terrible storm. Looks like it's raining cats and dogs. Just about everywhere. And so we introduce them moving into Heatherfield, and this actually reminds me a lot of moving with my dad after leaving my mum and her boyfriend, and I can actually relate to this scene because sometimes you want to start a new life, you basically go back, you go to a new town, new area, and I can actually relate to this. And so we're introduced to them stopping at the apartment, where we have these 2 unknown people saying, "Yes, I'm certain that this girl and I shall get along well, old friend. It will be a pleasure to destroy her." And so we're introduced to Heatherfield, that looks kinda similar to more small towns, and we've also got, well, like most main characters, being late for school on the first day, and Will looking around saying, "Now where do I go? So what does a girl have to do to get a class room A? Maybe get promoted out of class 2A. And we've got Tarani, who is meant to be the new kid. Now, fun fact, in the TV show, Tarani and Will are much different because Tarani wasn't the new kid already, Will was. And so you've got Principal Knickerbocker. I don't know why they would call her that. Why not just call her Principal Ravenhorn or Principal Randall? He goes, "Would you please explain what you're still doing out of here in the hallways, young lady?" And so they mainly send them back to their classrooms. And we're also introduced to Haylin and Irma, with Principal Dean Collins trying to do the maths test, mainly pop quiz and that, and saying, "Pop quiz? Yesterday you said there would be a review." "I lied. You know by now, Irma, that we history teachers are mean by nature." And so basically they're talking about how Irma was able to rate the quiz, but Irma pretty much puts Haylin to shut up. And after, a few mishaps, she basically gets to tell the answer about Charles the Great. So afterwards, out of classroom 2B, we've got Halen talking with Irma saying, I believe you did it again. Hey, it's a secret. You can't go around telling people. And you've got Cornelia hearing about this and saying, if only she knew I can do. And we've got them talking about Elian, who is like your typical female character who holds many secrets. And says, yeah, I think her name will ask Elion always has the news. And so you got them coming out of class and basically them talking with Elian saying, oh, no, Cornelia, I recognize the fluke when I see one. And I say that here is a big fat hairy F. Alright, I already got a bad grade in maths. Satisfied? Now, I don't blame her for not being annoyed because maths is a pretty touchy subject. And so they pretty much joke about it like most teenagers do. And afterwards, just leave Elian after this. And so you've pretty much got the bulk and skull to the series, who will basically trash Will on the other's bikes, and they're like, you're new here, aren't you? You're cute. And you're the same old lame brain Urif. Is my bike in the middle of that mess too, champ? So deal with it. Let's move, guys. And so afterwards, they start to make friends and offer to take Will to the school party, which I feel is kind of rushed and not really taking the time to build up the other characters too soon. So afterwards, they're like, oh, the show's over. The show ain't even started, guys. On, come with me. And so they pretty much have these planned fireworks, which they're going to use in the school, saying, what do you say? I took them from my old man. Flare rockets? What do you do with them? At tonight's party, the school's taking care of the music and the eats, but I'll take care of the fireworks myself. And so Will looks on seeing the Hoeing party being set up, and he's like, I don't know if I feel like going to the party. I'm tired, and I might have to help my mum hook up to the internet. So after pretty much getting Will to talk on the phone, turns out her mum is okay with her going, which, you know, when you think about it, shouldn't she be helping her mum in that? And yeah. So we're also introduced to the Chinese restaurant, the Silver Dragon, where Halen is talking on the phone. And you've got Halen's grandmother, who looks a bit like Yoda. And after this, he's about the party, and that says, 10 minutes as always. So meanwhile, you've got Irma soaking in the bathtub, and using her ability to control water, without thinking of, I don't know, waiting until everyone was out of the house or so. And you got Irma's father saying, Irma, are you done? You've been in there for over an hour, just a sec. And so she tries to evaporate it, but only ends up making the situation a lot worse. And you got Irma's father saying, next time I'm gonna break down the door. You know I can do that. Oh yeah? And by what law, if you please? And so he looks in and says, Irma, there's a lake in here. So after this, she pretty much sees about her dresses and wishes for something new, which she ends up creating dark blue ones. And looking on thinking, I didn't know I could do that. So meanwhile, as well, Will is mainly at Tarani's house, and after this basically leaves. And after looking around, thinking about what to wear, she sees herself in her guardian form and looks in the mirror of a shop, and you've got the two characters saying, is that her, sir? I'm certain it's make yourself handsome, Fender. Tonight, we're going out. And so you've got Cornelia arguing with her mum about cleaning her room, and like most teenagers, she gets into an argument about it. And after this, uses her abilities to pretty much tidy the room. And after this, leaves off with her father saying, "Hey, did I miss something? Hi, Pop." And yeah, meanwhile at the party, Principal Knickerbocker's in a witch costume, and after this, talks with the students about them overeating. But they're like, "Hey, not what it looks like, Principal. We're only stocking up on our winter supplies." And after this, plans to get his revenge. So yeah, I'm gonna have to end it here. So like, comment, and subscribe. Comic Reviewer here, signing out.